Hey there, Pastor Tabitha Purple doing parental tips for today. Today I want to talk about why I think art class has been so successful. So people will berate me and say this is not art, and I don't mind. That's up to you. But I want to talk about usefulness of skills. And so we do quite a lot for art that is art. We did chromatography, science art, we did math art, looking at numbers in art and how they create pictures and angles and all sorts of, different things. We've also done art looking at how we paint and how we express ourselves, as well as clay and millions of different things. We've also done creative stuff like making bottle top jewellery and doing all sorts of fun things like that. But we've also done cooking, which is another form of art, because quite frankly some people can't, and you have to learn it, and it's creative, and you're creating recipes and adding flavors and it's just wonderful. And then we've done things like gardening, and then we move into really what happens after art class, I guess, which is kind of just useful skills for life. So the kids have been doing gardening with Dad, which involves growing different vegetables and stuff like that, and being really useful. The challenge is that school doesn't recognize these skills and doesn't normally teach them, but these are really important skills for life. Like if you don't know how to cook, you know how to garden. I don't garden, I don't know how. I really stay away from it. I have whatever everyone else talk about green fingers, I have black fingers. I kill everything. Like I just stay away from the garden because I never learned that skill. But these are skills for life. These are things that you need. Bill management. That's been really interesting to talk about with the kids since we've been on lockdown, because of course the bills are still coming in. The money gets tighter. How do you manage those things? And the children still want things, or want to have the idea that they're doing things. So maybe you're signing them up for classes which cost money, and we're offsetting those things backwards and forwards. And so those have been really interesting conversations about how you manage money, which they've been a little bit more involved in than they would normally, because they're just present all the time. So you've got to discuss these things with them. But then also because it's a teaching moment, it's an opportunity to talk about how we actually manage the money as a household, and talk about what the bills are and what comes in and goes out. So that's been really, really wonderful, and I've enjoyed doing that. But what I've noticed is that there are kind of a divide between the academic and the useful skills. Now, I'm going to say that I'm an academic person, of course, because I'm a fully qualified teacher. I taught for 5 years, and also educated, master's level, blah, blah, blah. People want me to go do PhDs. Not about that life, but saying that I enjoy the academic. That's the point I'm making, is not to brag about my studies, but it's just to make a general point about the fact that I'm academic. However, I do believe that life skills are very important to learn. Like, you've got to learn money management at a young age, or else you end up messed up as an adult. And having been a messed up adult, because I did not learn money management as a child, I'm just saying, this is a really important time. So do we think that this is actually an opportunity to give kids the skills they need for life, instead of just the academics they need to get to the next level? I'm just saying, maybe there's an opportunity here. Life skills are important. They're equally a moment of learning, because there's a lot you've got to learn when you're doing these life skills. Trust. Ask any university student who first moves out of their home, goes to their own property, and then realises they've got to manage money, work out how to cook, deal with friends, work out their own timetable, do all of these things for themselves for the first time in their life, how overwhelmed they become, how difficult these things are. Ask them if they wouldn't have appreciated these lessons. Yes, they would. So maybe this is just an opportunity for us to build compassionate, loving kids who are not all about academics. Maybe we just have to accept that the academic side, not that we're letting it go, but that we're allowing them to develop holistically at this point. Yeah, well, let's say it like that. Holistic development of our children. Just saying. Anyway, so life skills are important. Don't berate yourself if you haven't done math this morning, but you did household management and buying food and made the kids add up, how much they can spend on whatever, if there's enough for cookies. That's math. I'm just letting you know. That's math. It's life math. This is where the usefulness comes in. They've got to learn these skills, isn't it? Well, that's my tip for today. Useful life skills is still learning. It is equally as valid as academics, quite frankly. Have a good day. All right, bye.